Hey, welcome to This Mama's House. Today we are making a bunch of freezer meals. This video is going to be all about breakfast. Today I'm going to share with you 7 freezer meals that I made. These recipes are fairly simple. I will leave them all linked below for you to reference, but it should be a lot of fun. If you are new to my channel, my name is Tabitha and I am currently expecting my 5th child, a beautiful little boy, and I am just trying to get a head start on prepping and preparing for postpartum. My family does pretty well adjusting to having a new baby, and the things that suffer the most is meal times because it's just hectic, and I feel like having meals prepared ahead of time is going to be such a blessing. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe. The first thing I did was write down all of the breakfast ideas that I wanted to prepare and just like about how much I wanted to do. And a huge tip for this is to have a clean kitchen before you start, because you know you're about to make a huge mess when you're going to be in here cooking all day. I also printed off the recipes so that I could easily reference them without having to look at my phone, and it just made a big difference. So the first meal that we are going to make is egg muffins. These look and smell so good, so I'm really excited to share the recipe. I basically just gathered all my supplies and I first started by greasing the pan. Now I used avocado oil to grease these muffin cups. Next time I definitely would do either melted butter or coconut oil because they stuck to the pan like crazy. The avocado oil did not do it justice. So definitely if you're gonna make these, either use like a muffin liner or do butter or coconut oil, and I think it would just be a lot easier to get them out. So the first ingredient that I added to the muffin tin was pre-cooked chicken sausage. I got this at Costco. Most of the ingredients you see in here will be from Costco. You guys know I love my Costco hauls. But you're going to basically fill up the muffin tray 2/3 of the way with your fillings. So I did the chicken sausage, and then I also did an orange bell pepper, onion, and spinach. So you're just going to chop everything up nicely and add it to the muffin tin about 2/3 of the way full. Next, you are going to add your beaten eggs. So I used about 18 eggs to do 24 egg muffins. And you're going to want to fill up your muffin tin at this point to 3/4 of the way full. They will rise a little bit, and that first muffin tin I filled up way too high. But it just had to take a couple seconds to get used to pouring it, and we were all good after that. But just fill it up with the scrambled eggs 3/4 of the way full. So I think these egg muffins are really versatile. You could add whatever ingredients you like. You can make them spicy with jalapenos. You can make them more mild without the vegetables at all. Maybe it'd be more kid friendly with like ham. And then I also topped it with cheese. So I think it would be really delicious to try these with like feta cheese. I also thought it would be good to add like tomatoes. I think that would taste good. You could always serve it with like hot sauce or salsa. I just used a mozzarella cheese and just topped each muffin with the cheese, and then they were ready to pop in the oven. So I put them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 25-30 minutes. Once these are done cooking, you just pop them out of the muffin tin, throw them in a freezer bag, and you're good to go. And when you're ready to eat them, you just take one out and put it in the microwave for about 90 seconds. The next recipe we're gonna do is smoothie bags. The first smoothie bag I decided to make was a peanut butter and banana smoothie. I laid out all of the ingredients that I was gonna add, and I made 3 different types of smoothies, and you will see these 3 seeds in all of the recipes: hemp hearts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. These are really good for digestion postpartum. They're really good for just getting those omegas to the baby. If you're breastfeeding, it's really good for breastfeeding. So I added those seeds to all of the recipes. And this one was pretty simple. I just put a banana in each little Ziploc bag. I added a handful of carrots. I did some dairy-free yogurt, peanut butter, a little bit of this peanut butter cup protein powder that I have, and the seeds. So I debated on whether or not I wanted to do smoothie bags. I kind of felt like maybe it wouldn't be that great, but after watching a few videos of other moms doing freezer meal recipes, they really raved about this and said it was such a good idea. So I decided to do it, and basically it's just a bag of stuff that you just take out, open up, pop it in your blender, add water or milk, and you're good to go. It just simplifies making the smoothie, and you get your protein in, and you get a bunch of different good foods in, and it just makes it really simple. So this is 7 peanut butter banana smoothies, and I can't wait to have them.
Give you all that you need. If I was young.
The next smoothie bag I made was a berries and greens smoothie. So we did blueberries and raspberries and blackberries, spinach, and then I used the same brand of protein powder, but it's the vanilla flavor, and just tossed it all in a bag. I did about 1.5 cups of berries, and then all of my little additives, and I even decided with this protein smoothie that I was going to add some bee pollen just for a little oomph and some extra vitamins and minerals, and it seems like it turned out really good. I shoved a whole bunch of spinach in each bag because I definitely want that iron and all those greens postpartum. It's gonna be really good for me. So I'm excited for this smoothie as well.
Would be as happy.
And the third protein smoothie that I made was a cherry almond smoothie. So basic ingredients are pretty much the same, but the base changed. So I did about a handful or two, like a huge handful of the frozen cherries, and then a handful of raw almonds, and then just added all my seeds and little additives along with it. Give you all that you need. If I was you. So there you have it. 3 bags of different smoothies, 21 smoothies in total, all ready to go and prepped for the freezer. Freezer meal number 3 is baked oatmeal. This one was so easy to make. I just grabbed 2 like 8x8 pans and got all the ingredients out. This is one that I found online. You'll be able to find the recipe down in the description box, but it smelled so good. My daughter kept saying how good it smelled when I was making it, and we weren't even cooking it. So you basically just mix everything together and then you cook it after you pull it out of the freezer. So it was just your regular quick oats and then flaxseed, and then it did call for brown sugar, but I am a sugar-free, so I used a sugar-free replacer, my monk fruit. That's basically what I used in all of these recipes. If there was sugar or syrup or something, I would just use the monk fruit instead. I tossed in some cinnamon in there, and this is when it started smelling really good. We did melted butter, vanilla, eggs, and some almond milk, and then just kind of tossed it all together. And then we also chopped up apples and walnuts and tossed some raisins in there, and it's gonna be so good. I can't wait to try it. The way I freeze things that are in these disposable pans is just doing a triple layer of saran wrap and then a layer of tin foil on top of that. And then on top of the tin foil, I can easily write with a Sharpie what it is and how to cook it. Freezer meal number 4 is breakfast burritos. This is a family favorite. We all love breakfast burritos. So I used these uncooked flour tortillas. The ingredients are super basic and you just have to pre-cook them. We have pork sausage, cheese, and eggs. And so I cooked 24 of these flour tortillas. If you already had tortillas that you didn't have to cook that were already like ready to go, that would make this even simpler. But I cooked 24 tortilla shells in order to make 24 breakfast burritos. And then I cooked the pork sausage and the eggs as well, and I just added a little bit of salt and pepper to the eggs. And then I was ready to assemble. Once everything was all cooked up, I was ready to assemble the breakfast burritos. So I laid it out on my counter and put the tortillas on top of a piece of saran wrap, and then just put like a scoop, maybe a quarter to a half a cup each of the eggs and sausage. And then I topped that with cheese, folded them all up, wrapped them in saran wrap, and then they were ready to go in a gallon size freezer bag. And then when we're ready to cook them, we can just pull one out at a time, pop it in the microwave for a couple minutes, and you're ready to eat breakfast. I made so much of the sausage and eggs that I actually had some to be able to freeze just for the filling. And this will make it easy too, because then on days we use that, we will only have to prep the tortillas. Freezer meal number 5 was pancakes. This was the easiest freezer meal to make. So I just used the Kodiak Cakes pancake mix, and it's literally just the pancake mix mixed with water. And once that was all prepped, I took it out to my garage because we have a grill in the garage that has a griddle on it, and it just made the pancake making process so much quicker because I could cook like 12 at a time. I guess maybe it was 9. Yeah, 9 at a time. And it just made it go really fast, and they cooked awesome. And it was, like I said, the easiest one to make, but it'll just make breakfast in the morning super simple because we could just grab a pancake out, either pop it in the microwave for a second, or we can put it in the toaster too. When all the pancakes were prepped and made, I just laid them out on the counter on some wax paper to cool off completely before I put them in a gallon-sized freezer bag. The next freezer meal I made blueberry scones. So my daughter wanted to help me with this. Each night one of our kids will have tuck-in time. If you watched our nighttime routine on our vlog channel, you'll know this, but it's just a way for us to get alone time with the kids. And she wanted to help me prep meals for her little baby brother that is on his way. So we made blueberry scones. This is a great recipe that I will have down in the description box for you. They smelled amazing and they turned out really good, and I actually cooked them and then popped them in a freezer bag. And the last freezer meal I have to share with you today is banana bread. So this was a different night and my daughter wanted to help my other daughter. So she helped me make a huge batch of banana bread. We made 2 big loaves and we had so much fun cooking it together, and it turned out amazing. So we just cooked it, and then when it was all done and cooled, I sliced it up before I put it in the bag. That way when we want to eat it, we can just grab one slice out at a time, and it will be a delicious breakfast. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these freezer meal recipes. I plan on doing a lunch edition as well as a dinner edition. So make sure you're subscribed if you're new and stay tuned for those videos. I really appreciate you guys being here and watching this to the end. Thanks so much, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.